Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm in the Coronado Historic District of downtown Phoenix, and I want to invite you to my latest project. Come check it out. So I'm standing outside of my completed historic project in the Coronado neighborhood of Phoenix, and I'm super excited. I love the way it turned out. I'm gonna walk you through some of the challenges that we had, some of the renovations that we made, and I'm also gonna talk a little bit about the numbers on this project. Come check it out. All right, welcome home. So we're standing in the living room of this historic project, and I wanna walk you through some of my favorite features that stand out right away. My favorite part about this property is the super high vaulted ceilings. That's gonna be a huge selling point. Even though the square footage on this property is a little bit smaller, it's only 900 square feet, it feels a lot bigger than that because of these super vaulted ceilings. Another part and the centerpiece of the living area is gonna be this amazing fireplace. So this is original brick. It's nearly 100 years old, so we definitely had to preserve this. And what we ended up doing here is we actually painted this a matte black color, and we added a beautiful accent tile to just make the color pop a little bit more. So the fireplace is the centerpiece of this living area. Now I wanna take you to the first bedroom. But before I do that, I gotta showcase these amazing barn doors. We had some interesting challenges with this entryway. It actually had some French doors here before, so we actually could have gone with other French doors, but we decided to install just a nice accent color to complement the fireplace, these solid black barn doors with these rustic brass handles. So it's these little features that you're gonna notice throughout the property. You're gonna notice these black with brass. It's gonna be some of the accents that you're gonna be noticing throughout the property. Come check out the bedroom. All right, so as you can see, we currently have this bedroom set up as an office space. It is a smaller bedroom, but it does have a full closet. I really like that it's got some natural light here. It's just, like I said, it's a smaller space. We tried to turn this into something that was really cool and useful, and I think we were able to accomplish that. All right, so now I wanna welcome you to my favorite part of the house, which is this wonderful kitchen. Right away, you're gonna notice that we decided to go with an all-white kitchen. We went with white shaker cabinets. We went with a white and gray Calcutta quartz. It's a beautiful, beautiful quartz that we use in a lot of our properties, and it just accents this really well. As you can see here, we did a little waterfall edge here. This is kind of a galley style kitchen, so it's all pretty much an L shape, as you can see. One of the biggest features that we did here is we did a feature wall. We did backsplash throughout the entire kitchen. So from wall to wall, across this L-shaped kitchen, you're gonna notice this white backsplash. Another thing that you're gonna notice is this wonderful cherry wood accent shelving. So the reason we decided to go with that shelving is because it matches our original hardwood floors. These floors are 100 years old. It's a really focal point of the property. We did everything we could to save these, and we repaired this flooring throughout. I think it looks great, and I think the shelving really complements the flooring. Now, you'll also notice that we went with brass finishes. You're gonna notice a brass sink faucet, brass finishes throughout, and then we went with stainless steel, brand new stainless steel appliances. We did go with a little bit of a higher end appliance. This is a Samsung gas range. This is a Samsung dishwasher. And then we went with this wonderful Hisense single door refrigerator. It's a small space, so we couldn't really fit a double door in here, but I think this single door fits in perfectly, and it's gonna work great for the next owners. So another one of the renovation features that we did is this wonderful can lighting, and we did it throughout the entire property. It's got some really nice vaulted ceilings, so we wanted to add a little more light. And speaking of light, I wanted to bring you to one of my favorite little pockets here, which is this breakfast nook. This area, this property doesn't have a true dining area because of it's so small, because it's only 900 square feet, but this is what we wanted to turn into. As you can see, we have panoramic windows, so you have 360 views of the entire property here at this little dining area. It's a wonderful little area to have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner, have a coffee. This neighborhood is very walkable, so it's great for people watching, and it's just a great little place to catch some sun. All right, so keeping with the theme of the property with the black accents and the brass finishes, I wanna walk you through the bathroom. So as you can see, we went the same. It's a 3-panel, solid door, wonderful. And then we did with the brass accent for the handles. Come check out this bathroom though. All right, so because this property only has 1 bathroom, we wanted to make sure we went all out. So as you can see, we went with a 2.5 by 6 inch Chloe tile, and we did it in a herringbone style, and we went all the way to the top. So this is about a 10-foot ceiling, and this shower wall goes all the way to the top. You're also gonna notice that we did a white shower pan, hexagon shaped white shower pan. I think it's a really good contrast to the herringbone, and you're gonna notice all brass finishes throughout. And we finished off the shower with this 7-foot tempered glass wall, just to keep things nice and dry. And I also think it kind of puts everything together. I think the shower came out great. One of my favorites I've ever done yet. All right, so now I want to talk about some of the structural changes that we made to this property. If you remember, this floor plan was very, very tricky, and it was just not laid out in a way that was functional. So what we decided to do is just open this floor plan up a little bit and try to make it more functional for the end user. So the biggest thing that we did here is we actually made the bathroom accessible to both sides. If you remember before, this bathroom was only accessible through the master bedroom, and there was no other way. But what we found out that this hallway that we're standing in now used to be part of the master closet. So it was a lot of wasted space that we needed to bring back to life. And so what we did is we opened up this old master closet and we turned it into this wonderful hallway that allows access for both parties to use the bathroom, and it allows guests to be able to use it without having to go into the master bedroom. And we were able to keep some of the space that we had in the master bedroom by just repurposing this hallway. Now I want you guys to come check out the master bedroom so I can talk about some of the more things, structural changes we made there. So if you remember in the before video, the master bedroom access was from this wall. So some of the other structural changes that we made is we actually framed up this wall. So we completely framed it up and created the access through that same closet that we talked about. So we converted that closet into the main entrance to the master bedroom, and we converted this hallway for the access to the bathroom. Now, we still kept everything the same with this bedroom. As you can see, there was not a whole lot of other changes. What we did do is add this closet space. So the closet space that we took away from this hallway, we actually converted and added it over here on this side. And I think it's a great way to repurpose the space and to make it a lot more functional. So now I want to talk about some of the improvements that we made to the exterior of this property. Starting out over here, if you remember, there was 2 entryways to this property. So we actually got rid and canceled that one entry space that was here, completely got rid of it. As you can see, it's gone. Now there's still a window there, but the door is completely gone. We replaced the entire siding. And you'll notice exterior as well, we did the roof. So this property has a brand new shingle roof. As far as the paint, we went with an olive green base color and a pure white accent. Matching those 2 colors, I think it really came out great. We're getting a lot of compliments from people that are passing by. All right, so now I want to talk about the landscaping that we did to this property. If you remember in the before video, this was pure dirt. We got rid of the fence that was here. We eliminated that, and we went ahead and we added this artificial turf throughout the property. So you're gonna notice that throughout the property, there's gonna be designated areas for walkways, for pavers, and then we also added turf for both sides. We wanted to create as much functional space in the front yard as we potentially could. So that's why you're gonna notice the designated paver areas. We wanted these walkways to be clean from the garage to the front door, from the sidewalk to the front door. And then we also created a little paver pad over there where you can set up a table, hang out and chill. It's a small lot, but we wanted to make the most of what we had. All right, so one of the unique areas that I showcased in the before video was this really unique garage. Properties in this age of the 1920s, they were not built with garages. This garage was added onto this property afterwards. It was done pretty well, so we kept the garage, and all we did in here was we finished the drywall. You'll notice that we finished the drywall, we epoxied the garage floor, and then we painted the roof black. We just wanted to create a good functional space that the future owners could use to store their vehicles, do their laundry, and take care of anything that they needed to be taken care of. Unfortunately, we were not able to make too many renovations here. We did have to work with the Phoenix Historic Preservation Society, and one of the things that we could not do was make the garage livable space. So, you know, that was a little bit of a challenge. We really kind of were looking to do something here with the garage and the cellar area. Unfortunately, they just were not okay with it. So we had to just do what we can to repurpose it and just make it look as good as possible. So I want to talk about some of the challenges that we faced with this property. Anytime you're remodeling and you're renovating houses of this age, you're just going to run into so many issues. And I learned so much working on this property. One of the biggest things that my takeaways is this: it's going to take much longer than you anticipate. Originally, I thought this was going to be a 6-month project. We're now 9 months into this project and we just completed it. And part of that is because there was just things that we didn't account for. We needed brand new drain lines. That took forever. We needed to pull a permit for that. This thing needed a new electrical panel. We also needed to pull a permit for that. The city of Phoenix, you know, they were pretty backed up as far as permits. So we actually waited about 2.5 months of this project timeline trying to figure out what are gonna be the right permits to be able to be on the good side of the city of Phoenix. So that's one of the big challenges that we faced. Another one of the challenges that we face is because this house is so old, everything is pretty much custom. So you can't just go to Home Depot and buy the materials that you need. Like these windows, these are all custom windows. They don't just sell these at Home Depot. You have to custom order these. It takes time for them to get here. Another one of the challenges was, and this is the big challenge, is working with the city of Phoenix and the Preservation Society. They are very particular on how they want things done. Our goal was to improve this property and we had a lot more things that we wanted to improve. Unfortunately, we were just not able to do it. And the communication with the preservation and the city of Phoenix is not necessarily always as fast as you want it to be. So, you know, you could spend weeks, maybe even months, just waiting on a response for something. And during that time, you really can't do anything until you get a green light from the city and the Preservation Society. So that's a lot of the things the challenges that I ran into, and it really kind of slowed us down on this project. Learned a lot here. One of our toughest projects yet. It's one of the smallest we've done, but it's also been one of the toughest. I learned a lot. I'm proud of the way it came out, but definitely those are some of the things that you want to keep in mind if you decide to start flipping historic properties. Now it's time for everybody's favorite part, the numbers. We purchased this property for $360,000 9 months ago. We're officially on the market now for $530,000. We spent about $80,000 renovating this place. So our budget was significantly higher than we thought. We had actually calculated a budget of like between $50,000 to $60,000. We're about $25,000 over that at this point. But you know, that's part of the lessons that we learned. Given all that, taken into consideration, all of that, including closing costs and real estate commissions, if we can sell at our $530 price point, we're gonna be netting $40,000 on this project. It's not bad. It did go a little bit longer, so this is gonna be a 9 to 10 month project. So 40,000, 9 to 10 months is not ideal for what we usually do, but you know, we'll take it right now. And with this particular project, I mean, if we do not sell for the $530, there is a potential for us to take a loss on this project, which is definitely not something that we're in the business to do. But right now, the interest rate environment and the economic environment has definitely changed. And that's why it's super important that you get your projects done on time so you can try to avoid these things. There's a lot of things that are eating into this one. You know, we held it for 9 months, so we have additional holding costs. You know, we had issues with the city that just kind of slowed us up a bit. And then now we have a new higher interest rate environment, which is really decreasing buyer demand. So all of that, you know, we'd be happy if we can turn a $40,000 profit, but we're also preparing ourselves that if we have to keep this property, we'll keep it as an Airbnb. Ideally, we'd like to sell it and offload it to get all of our capital back to move on to another project. But if we have to keep it, we'll turn it into an Airbnb. This is a great neighborhood for short-term rentals. There's a lot of people that visit here. So there's always solutions for things. We can also sell it at a loss potentially, just depending on how big that loss would be. We're okay with that. When you do a lot of deals, not all of them are gonna be winners. And this one has the potential of being a winner, but it also has the potential of being a loser. And when you're in business long enough, you're gonna take some L's. And so we're prepared for that. We know kind of what we're getting ourselves into here with this one. We're really proud of the way it came out, but it's probably been my toughest project yet. All right, thanks for watching my historic project video. It's been one of my toughest projects. I hope you were able to learn something from what I was able to share with you today. If you did, I please ask that you share this with a friend, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out on my YouTube journey. Thanks a lot, and I'll catch you on the next video. Later.